So right now, I'm going to make my tier list for 10.2 PvP. I will kind of at least mention like specs that are getting nerfed that might be knocked down or go up a bit. But let's dive into it and start this tier list for 10.2 PvP. Probably mostly focused on Shuffle and Mind, but also kind of generally speaking for PvP. The 4th of December is the date. Demon Hunters, man. They would have been gods like very recently. They did get nerfed down a bit now, though. I think they're still very good. But I don't know if I feel confident calling them gods right now. I think there's a few specs that probably take that cake. They're still really good, like S, high S probably, but I'm not going to put them god tier for now. For example, Disc is getting nerfed a bit, so they'll probably kind of get put down a little bit. But they're still very strong right now, and actually I think like Disc, in my opinion, second best healer in the game. Actually, I think that's kind of just facts. They're insanely strong, but I think our Druid does take the cake for the healers. But yeah, Discipline Priest, I would say is the second best healer in the game. I'll put it like S tier, kind of up here with the DH. Keep in mind, like both Druid and Disc are getting nerfed soon though. So yeah, there's that. Holy Priest. So Holy like has gotten buffed a few times recently, actually. I think it's pretty good in 2s. But like, especially with Ultimate Penitence, it's just, Disc is better. I think Holy is gonna sneak into like a B tier overall, especially in Shuffle. I think they just cannot keep up right now, like with all the damage that happens. They have good burst healing with like, Guardian, Serenity, but overall, it's not the best. Shadow Priest, if you're a Priest and you want to play DPS, your only option is Shadow Priest, right? So, like, stats like this, like, they can't just be taken at face value, but it's still nice to see. For me, it's probably like lower A or higher B. Guys, our Druid. Keep in mind, this is before the nerfs. Our Druid is going in the god tier. Okay? Like, more than half my lobbies in Shuffle on high MR, it's double our Druid lobbies. They're everywhere. Trends are doing the most. Again, they are getting nerfed. Hopefully that's going to kind of knock them down a bit. I'm sure it will. But for the time being, our Druid, it's absolutely insanely broken, I would say. And it's going in the god tier. Best healer in the game. Like a few months ago, Boomy was here on the casters, or on the range rather. But yeah, other specs have kind of come and taken over that spot. I'll put Boomy high A, man. Still really, really strong. But yeah, not quite what it was like earlier in the expansion though. Yeah, I'll put Boomy in the higher A tier. I think it's a fair placement for him. Feral man. When it comes to representation, we've had a few times where we peaked a bit, but overall, there's not many of them around, okay? At the moment. Maybe like middle of the A tier. Okay, middle of the A tier. I think like Feral's one of those specs, like new Feral players struggle a lot, like while more experienced Ferals, kind of make it work better and like is very good. It takes a bit more skill to get the juice out of Feral. It does. Augmentation. Let's do Evoker, man. Augmentation. So Aug kind of fell off a bit. They did. From being like absolute gods. I've not really seen them a whole lot recently, man. And like you should like the rule is if you don't see a spec at all, it's usually for a good reason, right? But I'll put Aug here. Honestly, Aug might be like a bit better than this, and I'm sure it's still pretty good in 3s. I've not really played 3s in a long time, but yeah. Dude, the thing about Devastation, man, like, it always scores so low in my tier list. It always scores so low, man. But, like, maybe now it's time for it to score a bit higher. Like, it has had some good things going for it. I think the tier set is pretty decent, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put it similar to Aug, because, like, I think I faced both of them, like, ish amount the same. And I think they're both okay right now. Look at the teddy bear. Yeah, Rusty's definitely scoring the god tier. Dude, I think every Evoker spec is gonna be like in the B tier, man. We'll put it down here. You know what? Let's do it here, man. I guess let's put all the Evoker specs there. I think Holy Paladin like is better than these two healers. I do. I think it's better than Preservation and better than Holy Priest. I think it's like kind of in line with our Shaman in a way. Like both Holy Paladin and our Shaman are not amazing in the current meta. Like so, basically, like my healer like ranking is our Druid, Disc Priest, Mistweaver, Arsham, probably Holy Pala, and then Preservation and Holy at the bottom. So like something like that. Of course, like different brackets and such, like different lobbies. But in general, I think Ret is okay. It's like lower A for me right now, I think. But yeah, so dude, optimal, like we want as many specs in A tier as possible. Because A tier means the spec is good, but not too good. Now, let's do Monk. Okay, so Windwalker is like one more of those specs that I think is strong. Probably strong in the Ret. I think it's like more middle of the pack in A tier. Middle of the A tier on the Windwalker. The Mistweaver, I think it's like the third best healer in the game behind Druid and Disc Priest. The question is, does it sneak into S or does it go higher A? Of course, there's like Fistweaver and Castweaver though. There's like both. Okay, Mistweaver gonna go up there. I think like could probably be like lower S tier, but I think higher A is where I'm gonna be having it for now, for the time being. Sub-Rogue. Of course, guys, we just saw the tournament in the weekend. Calvish won like 17-1 in the finals. But, guys, Calvish is Calvish, okay? But Sub is insane. Especially in the right hands. Sub is like one of those specs that kind of performs like more towards the very high end. We're gonna be putting it up here somewhere, man. I think like up here somewhere like that. Getting like a slap on the wrist next week. I was watching Naj and he was talking about it. He said Sub is absolutely insane, and he said that they're getting a slap on the wrist next week, and that he thinks they're gonna get further nerfs. Yeah, here it is. Shadow Blaze extra shadow damage reduced to 15%, base 20 in PvP combat. Yeah, and then like Thieves Bargain nerf too. But like so basically like not very substantial. I think like Asa for me is like one of those specs where I think that they're where they should be, where it's good. But it's not like crazy OP. They do have really good pressure though. They do have really good pressure. I'll also work up there, man. A bit higher in the A tier. Man, Outlaw's cranking though. It is. I think Outlaw's also just like very good, but like not too good. All right, guys. We'll put Outlaw there. But yeah, in general, I think Arms it's strong. It is like one of the more played melees as well. I see him quite a bit, not like a crazy amount. I think for me, like, it's gonna be a bit similar to Asteroid, like, kind of like, maybe like mid, a bit higher in the A tier, like somewhere here. But yeah, Fury War, like, I've not really seen him a whole lot. I think I can remember having a Fury, like, in my lobbies. I think Fury is gonna be going in, I don't think F tier. Yo, should we do F for Fury? Like, actually, yo, what happened to Fury Wars? Like, where did they go? I thought on paper they weren't looking that bad, but like, you know, I actually have a Fury Warrior myself as well, but I just I haven't seen any of them, man. They play Arms, but like, dude, usually even when Arms is better, there's still like an army playing Fury Warrior because it's just so easy to play. I'll put it here, man, just because like I've not seen it. Like, yeah, they roll DH. That's true. I've like Fury gamers goes DH quickly. Yeah, low S tier BM, dude. I think it's going like up here, man. Survival, guys. So survival is good. I think MM is the worst hunter spec right now. A tier, like probably like more mid of the A tier, but it's getting kind of filled up right now. Let's go something like this for hunter. Okay, MM. I think MM is not trash, but it actually fell off a bit, man. I think it's like probably like the highest B tier for me though. Let's do DK, guys. Unholy, one of the better specs in the game. Okay, it's S tier for me. It's S. It's not God for me. It's not. It's not God. I think God is reserved for a few other things. I think for me, it's like in the S tier, probably like a bit lower in the S tier. I would not put it below Arms Warrior, though. I would not. Unholy goes there, guys. Frost DK, guys. Keep in mind, there must always be an F tier spec. That's the golden rule of making tier list. F for Frost, man. I think it just goes there. Jake, yo. Guys, F for Frost is going down there. Bloody King goes there. Let's do Mage. So guys, you know, Arcane was like low, like Arcane Force was so broken, but they hotfixed it last week. Arcane's still a great spec. Arcane is one of those more niche. I agree, like Arcane and Frost are probably fairly even. It goes something like this. Like Arcane low S, Frost high A, and Fire, it's still like A, but like lower in the A tier for me. I'll go with this right now. Demo is God, man. As for Demo, I don't know if it's me, but like when I face the Demo, I'm in pain permanently. It's just painful, man. Guys, Demo is the most played range, by the way. I think by most metrics we're now in Shuffle. Keep in mind, this is on a class that has 3 different specs that are DPS, right? Which makes that even more crazy that it's that much played. Destro again, also really, really good. But for me, like they are not quite like Demo. Good list. Hey, thank you, Richie. Thank you. DH is still great. I'll put Destro higher S tier. I think Destro, arguably, you know, also the best caster, but it depends a bit. I think overall Demo, at least for me, I way rather face Destro than Demo, personally. Okay, so Affli. I've actually been playing my own Affli. I made an Affli now. Actually, Affli, higher B, lower A. I think Affli would be more in the light with, you know, Destro and Demo not being so insane. Affli. I think Affli, it's going to be like up here somewhere. I actually think it's better than SP. Again, D-Sword is so strong that it's insane. Alright, guys. Now, Shamans. The last class of the day on the tier list, man. We got Shaman. Arsham. So, like I said, I think Arsham is a bit better than Holy Pala. I think so. I think, you know, Druid, Disc Priest, Mistweaver. I think Arsham, Holy Pala, potentially. Higher in the B tier. Could probably sneak into A tier as well here. Guys, yeah, with Forza, like, it might go up more. Okay, yeah, so let's put Arsham there. Elemental. I think Ellie's like one of the specs. It's really, really strong. But I wouldn't say it's too strong. It's a higher A angle. Higher within the A tier, man. Enhancement, dude. Like, I have a Shaman. Enhanced Shaman. It's not played him for a while. I think things Enhanced Force is not very good, right? Like, you only play 2 sets. I think it's like fairly in line with these right here. Some like this. Well, guys, I think that's the tier list, man. Honestly, I'm happy with this one, man. I think it's good. I think it's good, guys.